The night don't forgive, it just waits for your turn. Ash on my cuff, another bridge to burn. I wrote my sins on hotel walls. Every vow I kept still ends in a fall. There's perfume and blood in the shape of a name. Every whisper I hear sounds the same. Don't run, don't hide, just fade like the flame. And I do it slow, wrapped in shame. The mirror don't lie, it just tells it polite. A king out of luck in a world dressed in spite. This is my velvet testament, carved in smoke and gin. Every truth I ever sold, I buried deep within. I ain't asking for redemption, I already met my judge. Just pour another round and let the city hold its grudge. Coins for the ferryman, suits for the ghost. We drink to the pain that we love the most. There's peace in the silence, but it comes with a price. You learn too late that heaven ain't nice. Gun on the table, glass to the brim. Every last prayer sounds just like a hymn. She said, you're more myth than man tonight. I said, baby, that's the point, keep the light. This is my velvet testament, written in deceit. Every promise turned to dust beneath Italian heat. No crown, no kingdom, just a story I sold. In the house of broken kings, only whiskey grows old. If I fall, let me fall in style. Cigarette lips and a shadowed smile. Let the requiem play in minor tones for every truth I whispered in marble and bone. Now I'm just smoke in a silk disguise, a name you forget when the morning dies. The velvet testament closes, no need for applause, just the sound of a lighter and the weight of lost cause. Streetlights flicker like memories fading. Smoke from my lips, the night cascading. Umbrella torn, coat soaked through, but I still walk proud like I got something to prove. Footsteps echo off cathedral walls. Every raindrop sounds like an old phone call. Her voice still lingers, soft, sincere, like a ghost that forgot it shouldn't be here. And maybe the rain's just washing the sin, or maybe it's hiding what I've been in. I'm just a gentleman in the rain, carrying my silence like a chain. Whiskey eyes and a cigarette flame, no halo left, just a noble shame. If grace don't come, I'll walk alone again. A shadowed heart, a gentleman in the rain. A paper crown, a pocket watch cracked. Every truth I love got stabbed in the back. She said, You wear your hurt too well. I said that's the price of living in hell. Cigarette burns in the shape of regret, but the blues sound better when you don't forget. The thunder rolls and I tip my hat to every ghost I left, and they tip it back. I'm just a gentleman in the rain, walking through loss I can't explain. Dressed in black, but it ain't for show. It's the color of hearts that never let go. If grace won't find me, I'll wear the pain. Still standing proud, a gentleman in the rain. Let the sky cry what I can't confess. The rain don't judge, it just cleans the mess. And if she's watching from some better place, tell her I learned how to fall with grace. Had low, heart slow, I fade through the storm. The city forgets, but the silence reforms. A ghost in a suit with pride to sustain. They'll remember the name, the gentleman in the rain.
Smoke curls slow from a dying flame. Ash on the bar, I forget her name. Trumpet sighs like an old goodbye. Glass half full and an empty sky. Every echo's dressed in gold. Every promise feels too old. Midnight hums a wounded tune, dancing with ghosts in a dead saloon. Raise a glass to what we lost. Love was sweet, but it came with a cost. Brass and whiskey, dreams that fade, echoes of vows we never made. Let the smoke write what I mean. A gentleman's sin, quiet unseen. Her perfume still haunts the rain, soft and cruel, a velvet pain. Piano keys bleed slow and blue. Every note remembers you. Silhouettes in amber light, drunk on shadows, too tired to fight. The city hums beneath its sins. I toast to the ghosts that wear my skin. Raise a glass to what we lost. Love was sweet, but it came with a cost. Brass and whiskey, dreams that fade, echoes of vows we never made. Let the smoke write what I mean. A gentleman's sin, quiet unseen. Play that horn one last time, for the broken hearts and the borrowed rhyme. this haze of gold and gray. I drink to the ones who walked away.
There's perfume in the smoke tonight. Velvet curtains breathe the fight. The shadows dance on broken gold. Whispers trade what hearts once sold. I taste the sin on trembling lips. A spark ignites where mercy slips. Glass of bourbon, candle bleeds. I'm bound in all the wrongest needs. And the silence hum, it calls my name. Every burn feels just the same. Soft as silk, but sharp as guilt. A kingdom fallen yet unbuilt. And the smell of fire on silk, where love drips down like wine and milk. You wore your scars like royal lace, and I just watched the world erase. So the smoke wraps round your face, and I still breathe your ghost in grace. Your voice a flame that curls and sighs, a gospel born of alibis. Ashes bloom where roses fade. We loved too long, we overstayed. Every vow now tastes like dirt. The truth's too soft, the lies still hurt. You burn the night inside my chest and call the pain a lover's test. I see your shadow on the wall, the final waltz before the fall. The silk has torn, the fire's fed. We danced until the sky turned red. The smell of fire on silk, our hearts a thread, the flames rebuild. You smiled through tears, I stayed too still. In smoke I found what love can kill. The smell of fire on silk, and silence dressed in what we built.
There's dust on the crown and no one left to wear it. Gold turns gray and ghosts still swear it. In the hall of echoes my footsteps fade. I read your name in the cracks I made. A kingdom built on glass and sin. Now I'm writing letters I can't send again. Every word bleeds through the page like smoke from a match in a broken cage. I still hear your voice in the silence I keep. The throne is empty, the faith runs deep. Letters from a dead kingdom, sealed in pain, whispered through walls that remember my name. I built you an empire, but it fell in the rain. Now I write to the ashes again and again. The perfume lingers on a tattered vow. Every promise feels so hollow now. Wine stains the edge of the paper's fold. The ink runs cold, a story told, a shadowed crown, a lover's scar. We burn too bright, forgot who we are. The silence roars, the marble weeps. Even empires die in their sleep. Letters from a dead kingdom, carved in regret. Every word I write, I wish I could forget. The ghosts are kind, but they never forgive. They ask if I died or just forgot how to live. Maybe the smoke will carry my plea to the heart of the ruins where you wait for me. No kings, no crowns, no need to pretend. Just a man and his guilt with no one to send. So I fold this letter, seal it in flame, addressed to a ghost that still knows my name. The ink is gone, but the sorrow remains. From the dead kingdom, I whisper your name. The smoke curls like scripture in the dark. The choir's gone quiet, the streets hum stark. Gold watches tick on trembling wrists, while broken men make deals with mist. A cross hangs crooked in a shattered bar, where halos rust beside the scar. They talk redemption in their tailored pain, but grace don't walk this street again. No mercy left in their mirrored stare, just shadows dressed in black despair. We're saints without prayer, holy in our ruin, preaching to ghosts who still care about the ones we were before the sin. Saints without prayer, trading faith for smoke and gin, whispering hymns to the night air, knowing heaven won't let us in. Cigarettes burn like borrowed grace, ashes fall where angels trace. Every lie's a song we hum, every truth too loud to become. There's a hymn in every broken vow, and forgiveness we can't allow. The moon looks down, a witness cold, to men with hearts that won't grow. If God still listens through the rain, He'll hear our silence more than pain. If saints still rise from what they've done, then maybe I could be someone. We're saints without prayer, dressed sharp for the fall, confessing to the smoke-filled air, but the echo answers nothing at all. Saints without prayer, crowned in guilt and charm,
swear now we're just saints, saints without prayer. Saints without prayer.
Whiskey eyes, reflection burning low, tailored sins in the afterglow. Every smile a bleed, every word rehearsed. I kiss redemption, but the taste is cursed. The mirror cracks, but I keep my poise. Silence dressed up to drown the noise. A sinner's prayer in a gentleman's tone. I built an empire of smoke and bone. Ashes under velvet gloves, fire hid where no one looks. Love's a war I fought too slow, with charm as my only hook. Ashes under velvet gloves, burning where the silk can't show. I carry grace like a loaded gun, smile cold beneath the glow. Cigarette ghosts in the dead of night, echoes dance in the amber light. Every vow another scar I keep, buried deep where shadows weep. My heart's a code I never break, guilt's perfume in every ache. A rose on fire, black and true, the cost of charm is bleeding through. Ashes under velvet gloves, secrets stitched in every seam. Truth's too raw for polished men, so I dream the darker dream. Ashes under velvet gloves, burning soft beneath control. I'm the sinner in a tailored suit who sold his name for soul. No crown left for me to claim, no mercy in the smoke or flame. Still I bow before the dark above, a king of ashes, a ghost of love. I poured my faith into crystal glass, watched it tremble, watched it pass. The smoke curled slow like a ghost last sight. You said forever, but forever lied. In the hush between heartbeats, I heard the fall of promises dressed in velvet and gold. The silence louder than any scream, it killed the man I used to be. It's the sound of loyalty breaking, like gunfire under silk rain. A vow turned into a shadow, where only echoes remain. Whiskey burns like confession, truth crawls beneath my skin. The sound of loyalty breaking, and I'll never love again. Cigarette smoke and shattered pride. The king's crown fell but no one cried. Every scar's a quiet prayer for the ghosts that still linger there. Betrayal wears perfume and grace, kisses you once then leaves no trace. In every lie I see my name, etched in the frost of your window pane. It's the sound of loyalty breaking under moonlight, silver stare. A gentleman bleeds in silence, but no one's left to care. The whiskey's gone, the glass is cold, my hands still shake from sin. The sound of loyalty breaking, and it's quiet as the end. Velvet hands, iron soul, I built my name out of control. Every deal, every scar I claimed. Now the mirror don't say my name. The smoke curls slow, it knows my crimes. Every drag just buys me time. I wear my ruin like a tailored sin, a ghost too proud to fade within. There's gold in my guilt and blood in my vows. I'm chained to the song I wrote out loud. I'm chained to the elegy, the sound of what I used to be. My crown's too heavy for my grace. My shadow wears my face. I drink with ghosts who call me king in silence, where the sirens sing. I'm chained to the elegy, and the elegy still sings for me. Cigarettes burn like prayers undone, a requiem for battles won. Every truth I turned to smoke now hangs in the air, I choke. The city sleeps, the rain confides, the cost of all my alibis. Every echo leads me back to the throne I burned painted black. No saints for men who play pretend, no peace for those who won't repent. If loyalty's the fire I fed, then ashes crown the living dead. I'm chained to the elegy, my silence is my symphony. A crown of sorrow, sharp and cold, forged from stories never told. I drink with ghosts who know my name. They toast my fall, they praise my shame. I'm chained to the elegy, and it still bleeds through me.
right unwrite my throne. Let the echoes claim their own. If I'm a myth, then let me fade. A gentleman in his own parade, still chained to the elegy, forever beautifully decayed.
Ashes on the table, truth in the glass. Your ghost still lingers where the sunlight passed. Cufflinks shining, but the soul's gone cold. Every vow I whispered I never could hold. The silence hums like a dying flame. I built my kingdom on a fragile name. Gold on my fingers, dirt in my veins. Promises fade like perfume in rain. Smoke-stained promises burned in my breath. Every word I gave was dressed for death. In velvet tones I lied so well. Love and sin share the same hotel. The clock keeps ticking, but time's not kind. You can't outrun what's left behind. My shadow drinks where we used to dance, and guilt wears gloves in a tailored stance. Whiskey sighs in a crystal tomb. A requiem hums through this hollow room. If grace was mercy, I'd still be damned. Gentlemen fall with a steady hand. Smoke-stained promises burned in my breath. Every word I gave was dressed for death. In velvet tones I lied so well. Love and sin share the same hotel. I never begged for heaven's eyes, just quiet rooms where truth still dies. Every scar's a secret owed, every touch a debt I've sold. And when the smoke becomes the sky, I'll light one last to say goodbye. My honor fades, but I still stand with lies and love in my trembling hand.
He polishes guilt with the silver cloth. Truth runs cold where the blade once crossed. Whiskey breath, a prayer unsaid. Honor's ghost beside the bed. The tailored calm, his curse is crowned. The city sleeps while he cuts it down. Every move rehearsed and slow. He kills in silence, they'll never know.
The gentleman's knife never shakes, never screams. It bleeds like regret through a fallen dream. Dressed in composure, wrapped in lies, he smiles while the innocence dies.
Can't hide the stain. Sin looks sharp in the glow of pain. His eyes confess what words conceal. Mercy bends, but the edge is steel.
He swore on ghosts, he swore on pride, that love and death could still collide. A single breath, a spark, a tear, he whispers grace, then disappears. The gentleman's knife never shakes, never screams. It bleeds like regret through a fallen dream. Dressed in composure, wrapped in lies, he smiles while the innocence dies. Beneath the moon, the mirror weeps. Every promise a wound he keeps. In quiet rooms his legend stays, carved in whispers, not bouquets. He walks through dusk, untouched by shame. No soul to love, no face to blame. The steel still hums beneath his breath. The gentleman's knife knows love through death.
Whiskey in a crystal glass, reflections lie with charm. A smile stitched on like armor while I'm bleeding through my calm. Velvet manners, silver sins, I toast the ghost I hide. Every word's rehearsed to kill the storm I keep inside. Polished shoes and puddles deep, every step's a vow I keep. Not to break, not to speak, not to need, just to drown and still look neat. I'm drowning in decorum, too proud to reach the shore. The water smells like perfume, but it burns me to the core. Drowning in decorum with a smile I can't erase. Forgot how to breathe with grace. There's elegance in every scar if you learn how to pose. Gentlemen don't cry in bars, they drink until it shows. Cigarette smoke crowns the pain, turns sorrow into gold. Every ash that hits the floor's a truth I never told. Polished rage beneath a grin, confession hides in violin. Every note's a whispered sin, drowning soft, dressed in discipline. I'm drowning in decorum, too proud to reach the shore. The water smells like perfume, but it burns me to the core. Drowning in decorum with a smile I can't erase. Forgot how to breathe with grace. Mirror tells me gentlemen, but I see a ghost in frame. Cuffed in etiquette and guilt, baptized by shame. My silence has become my art, my heartbreak dressed in tailored dark. Drowning in decorum, the calm becomes my cage. Every bow, each perfect line hides a quiet rage. Drowning in decorum, in the water's soft embrace. Forgot how to breathe with grace. Still smiling in my grave.
born in the hush of marble halls, where lies wear tailored suits, silver spoons stir poison slow, in glasses cut with truth. My name was carved in silence, where fathers kneel to pride, and every oath they whispered still bleeds from deep inside. The chandelier trembles, the smoke starts to weep. Gold tastes like iron on the secrets we keep. Bloodlines and caviar feast on the pain we own. We toast to the ghosts who built our thrones. Silk and regret, that's all we wear. Drowning in grace, gasping for air. Bloodlines and caviar, my sins heirloom to bear. There's perfume on the dagger and champagne in the scars. We dance with ruined angels beneath the dying stars. The crown is cold and heavy, forged from guilt and flame. I wear it like a promise, a curse that knows my name. The choir hums softly, the guild starts to sing. Heaven turns blind to the weight of the ring. Bloodlines and caviar feast on the pain we own. We toast to the ghosts who built our thrones. Silk and regret, that's all we wear. Drowning in grace, gasping for air. Bloodlines and caviar, my sins heirloom to bear. I see the mirror cracking, the legacy undone. Can't wash the red from satin. What's done is never done. Every smile is painted, every truth rehearsed. We live like kings in sorrow and bless what we've cursed. Bloodlines and caviar, dine with the dead tonight. Our shadows sip forgiveness under candlelight. Silk and regret, that's all we wear. Drowning in grace, gasping for air. Bloodlines and caviar, and still I swear I trade it all to care. Smoke curls like ghosts from my hand. Every ember whispers what I used to command. The night knows my name, but not my worth. I sold my grace for a kingdom of dirt. The whiskey laughs, it knows the score. Every toast I make feels like a war. My throne's built high on broken debts, a crown built on cigarettes. So let the ashes fall where I stand, the king of nothing, a ghost of a man. Once I ruled hearts with a silver tongue. Now I choke on songs I've left unsung. The smoke still clings like old regrets, a crown built on cigarettes. Ooh. Velvet suits and a heart of stone. The city hums but I walk alone. My sins wear perfume dressed in black. Every kiss a knife stabbed in the back. The mirror smiles but he forgets. The man he shows is drowning in debt. Still I light one more
on cigarettes. So let the ashes fall where I stand, the king of nothing, a ghost of a man. Once I ruled hearts with a silver tongue, now I choke on songs I've left unsung. The smoke still clings like old regrets, a crown built on cigarettes. I was the flame, now I'm the burn, a lesson taught but never learned. In every drag, a ghost caress, my crown of smoke, my last address. And when the dawn forgets my name, let the smoke rise just the same. A king once proud, now he forgets he wore a crown built on cigarettes. So let the ashes fall where I stand, the king of nothing, a ghost of a man. Once I ruled hearts with a silver tongue, now I choke on songs I've left unsung. The smoke still clings like old regrets, a crown built on cigarettes.
The rain still talking to the window, preaching truths I tried to hide. Whiskey stains on my reflection, cross of silver, soul of pride. In the mirror stands a sinner, wearing faith like tailored lies. Sermons whispered into shadows, no one left to sanctify. I preach to ghosts in velvet pews, the holy smoke, it curls and bruises. Forgive me, Lord, for what I choose. I find my faith in what I'm losing. These midnight sermons never end, confessions poured, no one to mend. A prayer in ruin, soft and thin, forgive the grace I drown within. The choir hums from broken bottles, the hymns of glass and fire burn slow. A halo made of cigarette smoke, still crowning everything I know. Every hymn's a contradiction, every saint I meet's a fraud. But even liars crave salvation in the name of what they've lost. I preach to ghosts in velvet pews, each verse another wound that oozes. Forgive me, Lord, for what I choose, for mercy comes but never soothes. These midnight sermons fade in smoke, my gospel's cracked, my vows are broke. If heaven's closed, then let me be the preacher of my misery. Smoke in the air, she said the prettiest hearts always tear. Mirror on the wall,
with a crack through the crown. Every empire bleeds when the lights go down. I've been kissed by diamonds, cursed by fame. Whiskey in my veins still whispers her name. All that shine just to hide the scar. You can polish sin, but it still burns in the dark.
Gold teeth and sad eyes, smell like a king, but the throne still lies. Every grin's a secret, every truth's disguise. We rot in silk while the soldiers die. Gold teeth and sad eyes. Heaven's too clean for men like I.
Hand smell of money, soul smells of rain. God shakes his head, but I toast the pain. Ashes on my cufflinks, ghost in my glass. Every first love ends with a rich man laugh. I've danced with the devil in tailored suits, buried my mercy in Italian boots. And the crowd still cheers, though the mask worn thin. They applaud the charm, not the ruin within.
Gold teeth and sad eyes, smile like a king, but the crown's disguise. Every vow I made was a rehearsed goodbye. We trade our halos for alibis. Gold teeth and sad eyes. I sold my grace to stay alive. In the silence I see my crimes, echoes dressed in velvet lines. Every gold coin buys another sin, and I'm too far gone to begin again.
So pour one more for the broken men who toast to loss and call it zen. We shine like gods in borrowed light. Gold teeth and sad eyes. Good night. Gold dust on my hands, it don't wash clean. Built my throne from the cries in between. Every mirror in this hall shows a different ghost. A crown of ashes weighs more than most. The chandeliers sway like guilt in disguise. Every jewel in my ring hides 1,000 lies. I toast to the silence, my glass half grim. Even whiskey can't drown what's left of him. Servants of memory dressed in regret. Every promise I kept was a promise I'd forget. The empire hums in the dark like a prayer, but no saints ever walked up the marble stair. This is the monarch's sin, power carved too deep in skin. Every victory wound I hide, every truth I set on fire inside. The smoke still whispers what I've been. Oh, I wear my crown of sin. The portraits stare back, painted with blame. The ghosts of my brother still curse my name. Diamonds don't sparkle, they bite and they sting. Every gem a reminder of the cost to be king. The crown feels heavy, the silence divine. No one dare speak when you're past the line. A shadow walks with me dressed in silk and gold, but mercy's a story I was never told. Thunder outside and the glass starts to shake. Heaven's watching a deal I can't unmake. There's blood in the brandy, truth in the flame, no redemption, just echoes of my name. This is the morning.
monarch's sin. Power carved too deep in skin. Every promise turned to smoke, every vow another rope. The silence crowns me once again in the monarch's sin. And they speak of my reign, tell them the throne was carved in pain. No saints, no heirs, no kingdom to win, just a man and his monarch's sin.
Ash on my cuff, fire in my chest. Every drag pulls outward, I repress. The walls lean in, they know my name. These shadows never needed fame. I talk to the flame like it understands how guilt still burns where your touch lands. I breathe in silence, exhale my crime, each breath a prayer I left behind. The smoke remembers, it curls inside, writing my truth across the skies. You'd never hear the things I said, but the ghosts all nod from the lives I've bled. Cigarette confessions in the dead of night. My sins glow gold in the flickering light. Every puff another lie set free. Every ember another piece of me. I'm drowning slow in my own reflection. This smoke, my last connection. Whiskey eyes, but I can't see straight. The devil's patient heat lets me wait. Every promise I broke, every vow I burned, each inhale's a lesson I never learned. I see a ghost in the glass rim. The silence hums, it sounds like him. My collar's clean, but my soul's still stained. Every truth I told was preordained. The ashtray's full of what I can't say, dreams that died before the day. The smoke twists into a lover's face, then fades like time without a trace. Cigarette confessions in the dead of night. My sins glow gold in the flickering light. Every puff another lie set free. Every ember another piece of me. I'm fading quiet without correction. This smoke, my last connection. So light another, let it burn through me. The truth's too dark for anyone to see. If heaven's watching, it'll understand. Some prayers need fire, not open hands.
Whiskey eyes and velvet lies, gold cufflinks on borrowed time. We toast to sins and marble halls with charm that kills and never calls. A slow decay beneath the grin. The prayer we whisper wears thin. We dance like ghosts in tailored suits, with daggers hid in leather boots. We're the gentlemen of the abyss, smiling through
the abyss.
The city hums, the secrets bloom. Behind each door, another tomb. A rose in flame, a calm despair. A choir lost in perfumed air. The watch ticks loud, the soul ticks out. We trade our guilt for glass and cloud. The silence burns, the mirror knows what even pride can't dare to show. We're the gentlemen of the abyss, smiling through the fatal kiss, drowning slow in quiet grace, ashes fall where angels face. Our vows are carved in smoke and gin. We bleed with elegance, not sin. No crown, no light, no holy bliss. Just gentlemen of the abyss. Call it virtue, call it vice. Every halo has its price. We toast the dark with crystal pain and learn to love the gentle rain. Raise your glass to what we've missed. Every ghost deserves a twist. One last song, one last abyss, from gentlemen who don't exist.